Thursday of the ninth week of the year, June 4, 2026. Readings, 2 Timothy 2 verses 8 to 15, Psalm 25, Gospel Mark 12 verses 28 to 34. Theme, love of God and love of neighbor. In Israel, the scribes were the interpreters of the laws. In the Gospel of today, one of the scribes came to Jesus and asked him which is the first of all the commandments of God. History says that, in their efforts to explain the commandments, the scribes interpreted the 10 commandments into 613 laws. For this scribe to ask Jesus which of the commandments is the most important, means confusion had set in among them. History says that some rabbis taught their disciples that keeping the Sabbath holy was the most important commandment. Other rabbis taught that honoring father and mother was the most important. Yet other rabbis had preached that the sin of adultery and idolatry were the most important. In answering the scribe's question, Jesus summarized their 613 interpretations in 2 sentences, love of God and love of neighbor. In the first reading, St. Paul gives us an example of what it means to love God and love our neighbor. To love God is to stand for God even when in chains. To stand for God is to speak the truth even under threats. To love your neighbor is to draw them closer to God, to encourage them to hold on to God even in difficult times, because God never fails in his promises. To love your neighbor is to desire salvation for the soul of your neighbor. Even in chains, Paul continued to win souls for Jesus. Unlike the scribes who spent their time in too many interpretations, St. Paul encourages us to stop disputing about words, 2 Timothy 2 verse 14. Rather, be active for God. Make efforts to live practical lives, 2 Timothy 2 verse 15, in loving God and loving our neighbors. Always remember that God loved us first. Whatever efforts we make is paying back the love that God lavishes on us daily. Jesus loves you.